today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Carolina Panthers. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Start on the ground with Kelly. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
This is Kelly. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Number 42.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on them.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Off play action. Foster. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and
Touchdown, Carolina! A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead.
Aldrich Rosas lining up for the extra.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The numbers for Kelly a week ago. 14 carries, 62 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On the run, it's Kelly. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Kelly. Oh, the spin. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. First down, Mayfield. That's caught by Kelly. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. This is the tight end fan. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Mayfield. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Throwing on 1st down. Foster. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
On 3rd down, Winters. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now Foster to throw. Throwing on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
By number 31.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. Now he'll escape to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Mayfield on play action. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Medina. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
14.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Buccaneers 10.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers take over first and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down, Panthers.
Here's Foster on first and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield, he's got his big tight end, Fant. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Noah Fant.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Gain of 5.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
On first down, Winters has some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And a look now at Nelson, who remains down. He appears to be shaken up a bit. We'll check on his status when we get back. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, Foster. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
On second down now, Winters. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Foster on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. That catch good for only a couple. Second and 8 coming from the 19.
Here's 19-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now Foster on third down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Number 89.
From 17 yards out. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They run with it. It's Keller looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Medina. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Complete to Kelly. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Complete to number 25. A gain of 1. Brings up
the Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's got his tight end Fant. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield with it once more. That's caught over the middle by Fant. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
to Noah Fant. 10 yards on the pickup.
This is Kelly. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
1st and goal, Kelly. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Second down and goal. Mayfield. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A.J. Epinesa. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory, backed up, in good situation. It didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. They've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and
off the play fake. Foster. And he finds a man on the crossing route.
Foster's pass.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Panther first down.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Off play action. Foster. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Aldrich Rosas.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
Mayfield on first down. Gets this one to Hill. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
2nd and 10.
And again, it's Mayfield. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. On third down, Mayfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Extra point right down the middle as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And the Panthers are going to recover here. That should be enough to get them the victory. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Winters. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run this one in. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
Carried by the running back. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Foster now. Off play action. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And